India once celebrated him as a poster boy of startup revolution, a teacher from Kerala who built an education empire worth $22 billion. Celebrities endorsed him, investors chased him, parents trusted him, and then everything collapsed. Today, Raveendran, founder of Byju, has reportedly been sentenced by a Singapore court to 6 months in jail in a contempt case. Listen to the full report to know the whole case.
This story is not just about one man, it is about how India's startup ecosystem went from ambition to excess, from innovation to unchecked expansion, and from inspiration to a cautionary tale. Let's understand how Byju's rose so fast and why it fell even faster. Byju Raveendran was not born into wealth. He came from a family of teachers in Kerala. He began as a mathematics trainer, preparing students for competitive exams. His teaching style became popular. Stadiums filled up for his classes. Eventually, he transformed that teaching model into a digital platform. Then came the smartphone revolution. Then came cheap internet. And during the pandemic, online education exploded. Byju became the face of India's edtech dream. The company acquired multiple startups across the world. It bought White Hat Junior. It bought Akash Institute. It bought Great Learning, Topper, Epic, and several others. Money was flowing in rapidly. Global investors like Prosus, BlackRock, and others backed the company. At one point, Byju was valued at $22 billion, making it one of India's most valuable startups. But beneath the glamour, serious cracks had already begun to appear. The company was expanding aggressively. Huge marketing budgets, massive sponsorships, expensive acquisitions. But profitability remained weak. Then came allegations of toxic sales practices. Parents complained about pressure selling. Employees spoke about impossible targets. Investors started questioning governance standards. And then the financial troubles began. Byju delayed filing financial statements. Losses ballooned. Legal disputes increased. Global investors began losing confidence. One of the biggest turning points was the controversial $1.2 billion loan raised in the United States. Lenders later accused the company of hiding or diverting nearly $533 million. Court battles began in the United States. Contempt rulings followed. Daily penalties were imposed by courts. Meanwhile, in India, the Enforcement Directorate searched company premises over alleged FEMA violations. Thousands of employees lost jobs. Valuation crashed dramatically. And eventually, insolvency proceedings began. The most shocking part? Byju Raveendran himself admitted at one point that the company was effectively worth zero. Think about that for a moment. A company once celebrated as India's startup crown jewel, reduced to legal battles across countries. Now comes the Singapore court sentencing. While details of the contempt proceedings are still emerging, this development adds another serious layer to the company's ongoing global legal crisis. But beyond the headlines, India needs to ask some uncomfortable questions. Did investors encourage reckless growth? Did startup culture glorify valuation over sustainability? Did regulators wake up too late? And did society blindly celebrate unicorns without asking how the business actually functioned? Because Byju was not just a company. It became a symbol of aspirational India, a symbol of startup ambition, a symbol of India's digital future. And today, that symbol lies shattered. The tragedy is not that a business failed. Businesses fail all the time. The real tragedy is that millions of students, parents, employees, and small investors placed their trust in a dream that eventually collapsed under the weight of expansion, debt, and governance failures. And perhaps that is the biggest lesson here. In business, growth without discipline eventually becomes destruction. This is not just the fall of Byju, it is a warning to India's entire startup ecosystem. If governance, transparency, and accountability are ignored, even the biggest success story can collapse overnight. Please like, subscribe, and join HW News Network for more independent analysis and sharp stories that matter.